Hi everyone, welcome to the replay. Thanks for joining me for another card. I'm so excited to share this one with you today because I got some great inspiration. What the heck am I doing? I got some great inspiration today from a YouTuber that is new to me, but oh my gosh, his style is so super cool. And I found a card that I really would like to try to recreate, or at least take the things that he's teaching in that card class and apply them to, number one, the products that I have, and see what I can come up with, on my own. So this other card making YouTube person totally inspired what I'm going to attempt to make today, and hopefully it comes out well for us. Last night I used these four Distress Oxide colors. So it's Peeled Paint, Mowed Lawn, Picked Raspberry, and Candied Apple. I'm going to use those colors again today. I really like the way the two greens go together and the way the pink and the red go together. I think it makes a fun, bright card, and it's a great way to mix in different Christmas stuff without feeling like, oh, that's not the right red or the right green. When you've got a variety like that, it just kind of goes with everything. So let me show you the stamps that I want to use as well. From the Gnome for Christmas stamp and thin cuts, I'm going to use this little present part because I'm going to need that. From the Merry Christmas, from the Jingle Joy stamp and thin cuts, I'm going to use this big Just Believe. It's going to be our focal on our card. It's going to be our sentiment on our card. It's going to be the whole shebang, with some assistance from another stamp set. Okay, so imagine that's the main thing. We've got our presents as some little accents. I'm going to use probably this star to make some background paper, so we have a little bit of something going on there, just for a little extra fun. And then I have this older stamp set. So these three stamp sets should be available right now, including the thin cuts. I think the seasonal borders, it doesn't come with thin cuts, but I believe the seasonal borders may also still be available. So these three are currently available. And then this stamp set is an older stamp set. It's probably not available because I actually think it's 2 or 3 years old. But I want to use this strip here with all these presents on it. I think that makes for a nice background. So let's get started. Let me say hi to anybody who's joining me. Thanks, Mom. Hi, I see you there. And that's all I'm seeing, but I'm seeing more numbers than that. So we'll just leave it at that for a second. This piece of cardstock is 4x6. So it's bigger than I'm going to need for my stitched rectangle, which is great because I know that I have plenty of center to work with, and I'll have some that I can cut off. So it gives me some good playing area. So, let's see what I need to do. Okay, first thing I need to do is get out that Just Believe stamp and get that ready to emboss. I'm going to use my Distress inks as my inks, since it is a combination, a dye and watery. It's a fusion ink, right? And so when I stamp with it, I can emboss over it without having to use the Versamark. That's what I'm trying to tell you, is that this will take the place of the Versamark because it stays wet enough long enough to put that powder on top of. So I don't have to use this right now. Now that's gonna be, imagine if here was your stitched rectangle, right? This, my gosh, I can't even talk. So if I move this up just a little bit, I'll have room down at the bottom to put presents. Now I want to check and make sure that once I cut those out, and that'll fit just perfect, I'll be able to kind of layer these. Or I could put this lower and then know that I can put a present here and a couple presents there. Actually, I think I might like that look better. Right? So one here and then a couple here. Perfect. I'm glad we talked about it ahead of time. So I'm just gonna put that on my little block for now. And get my big block. I don't want that one. And that one doesn't fit either. Well, I guess the big block it is. Okay. Now I need to get all the residue off of it from the factory. So I'm just going to use my big yellow rub and erase eraser to kind of get some of that off. Since it is a kind of a big stamp, it's hard to do it on my arm. And I can get the most of it just off like that. And I might even give it a rub on my pants, because my jeans for sure will give it that friction to rub off any residue. Yeah, that looks nice. Okay. I'm gonna need, of course, I'm gonna need this to stamp. And what I want to try and do, now this for sure is going to be something that is a trial. I want to do like a two-tone, right? So I'm going to try and just press the pink into part of the word. And then I'm going to press the red into the rest of it so that I can cover that up. I mean, I need to cover up, right, all the bare spots. And you can see where there's pink and where there's red. And I think that'll give us a fun little look. Hopefully, I don't think that mixing those two inks will hurt my ink pad. So, it's gonna be the first thing we try. I need to use anti-static. Use the anti-static on my card because I'm gonna stamp that. And then I'm going to emboss it with clear powder so that we can kind of keep our red and pink. And I'm hoping this will work. So, kind of do it a little low. So we have room for our present. Awesome. The clear powder should stick to that. We're gonna find out. It looks like it's working. Now let's heat set that. Awesome. So far, looks like it's working exactly the way I want. Whew, thank goodness. Now, I better wash this off because I don't know if it stains the stamps. So we're just gonna clean off our stamps really well. And if your chamois looks like this, that's okay. It still works. Just like your car chamois. Now, I do need to cut out a mask for that so that I can stamp the presents in the background. So, I'm just gonna take this, what you want to call it, thin cut. I'm just gonna get this one that I need. And I'm gonna cut it out, and I guess it really doesn't matter what paper I use to cut it out with. I wish I had some, what do you call it? Post-it paper that would have a little bit of a tack. But I don't know what it is. So I'm just going to cut it out of some scrap piece of paper that I have. Okay. Oh, so I want to cover that, but I also want to cover pretty much this whole little area. So I'm wondering, what if I stamp it instead and maybe make a rough cutout? Maybe that'll work. So I'm gonna save this because this is definitely gonna be good for another day. That's how we learn. We're learning. I'm just gonna take, I've got a candy apple here on my desk. And I'm just making a mask, so it doesn't have to be anything perfect. I'm cutting it out of here first, and then I'm going to cut it close. But I don't think I want those scissors. Okay. So I'm just going to make a little... just kind of a basic mask. It's not even going to be anything super perfect, but I do want a little bit of some curvature down there, just so it looks like it was meant to go around. Okay, geez Louise. So I'm just going to put that right over. We were about 80. We were about 80. What, Mom? Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'm missing a lot. All of a sudden, my comments picked up. So let me say hi. Hi, Lily. Hey, Mary. Angiata. Hi, Howard. Hello, Julie. Hi, Dora. Hello, Christy, Kara, Krista, and Ryan. Dora, did I miss Dora? Well, hi, Dora. No, I said Dora before Christy. Oh, I'm losing it. Oh my gosh. Okay, so let's move on. Now that I've got that much set up, I'm going to take my stamp with the presents, the big old border stamp. And that one for sure is going to need some seasoning. I'm just going to run it against my jeans. A little bit on my arm. See if we can get that residue off. And that should be good enough. I might rub it with the eraser. Okay. So what I want to do is stamp, 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 just to fill it in with presents. But I'm going to do the same effect. I'm going to use the 2 greens and kind of just get some different coloring. And I think it's pretty colored. And that should definitely give me some, boop, all kinds of goodness. Now, I need a scratch sheet of paper. I'm going to end up stamping off of that piece, and so I definitely don't want to make a mess. Okay. There we go. I just keep my mask. I'm just going to stamp right over. All right. So I'm going to need to do these pretty quickly so that I can have enough ink to emboss. Just right up next to it. And then put more ink. And I'm just kind of stamping it randomly. So I don't know if I'm getting a lot of variation, but I'm getting some. And I'm creating that background. So I'm hoping this all works out. Okay. Set that aside and come back with the clear embossing. And I hope that the anti-static pouch that I used beforehand held on long enough. To keep too much static from building. Oh, I hope it takes. I hope it takes. I don't know. I honestly don't know how much of it stuck. I'm gonna hope it was enough. And whatever didn't, well, we'll see what happens. Yeah, it's sticking in some places. There we go. I see it. I see it turning. Hello, Carter. I really need to figure out what your real name is. So I think whatever embossing powder stuck has made its way to being melted. And we're gonna have to just work with that. Okay, this is where the fun part begins. I'm gonna start with the pink and work my way out on the color wheel. Let me wipe down this stamp set. Okay, so here's what I'm going for. I want the pinks and reds in here, obviously, and then my greens all around the sides with the distress oxides. Okay, that sounds kind of like, okay, we're with you. Now, I don't know how well everything should blend pretty good. And then of course, wherever we've got the embossing, it'll resist this ink, and we should be able to wipe that off afterwards and get a little bit cleaner cleaner letters. Okay, so I'm just coming around it to bring in the red to the pink. And it's okay that I've gone into the green because it all eventually needs to blend together. See that? So far, so good. I'm liking where this is going. I'm trying to keep my distress oxides and their little blender tip organized. Okay, I'm gonna go to the light. And do that. Little blending around. And I'll come in with the darker green to finish it off. So right where those colors meet, we really need to blend really well so that we don't see any harsh lines. But you can see why the mask was important, so that we wouldn't get those presents overlapping. Okay, enough with that light one. Let's go to the dark. This should be nice and bright. See, this other green looks kind of yellowish. And remember, a lot of this edge part is going to be cut off because I'm going to cut it with the stitched rectangles. I'm losing a lot of that other color here. Let me switch back. So I do want to keep some of that green light. Oh, it's going to be super, super cute. And now, if I take should be able to get my paper towel and clean that off, and it should brighten those. All that embossing should be bright again. Now, of course, we don't want it too smooth, right? So this is where we introduce our water and get some reaction. You can see it bow up. It's going to give us some really good texture and dimension. Y'all, I'm loving it. I come back with a little bit of that red. Blend that in. I'm just using whatever inks on my blending brush. I'm not adding any more color. Oh, but I just love how the water acts with this stuff. Let me pull that up closer and you can get some good detail looks. Hey, Connie. Yes, it looks super cool and grungy and crazy. So that's what I'm going to give it another squishy spritz and just dry it off. I'm going to go ahead and cut it because I need to see where my edges are. So that should be super, super duper cute. Let me run it through real quick and we'll see where we're at. I've got a mess over here to the side. I'm so glad my camera does not show that. I think I've shown y'all the mess that I make. Okay, let's run that through real quick. Oh my gosh, so good, so good, so good. You know what? I'm going to take another color. What color? the pumice stone, which is a gray, and I'm gonna add that around the edges and see what we do, because I'm gonna put this on a silver foil mat, and so I think if we had some gray around the edges, that would really, really kind of make it blend together. Is that too light? I could do it with the black. Let's do this all the way around and then we'll go in with the black and see. Because I think this gray may have lightened it instead of darkening it. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not crazy about that. Okay. Let's take that off. We're just playing here. We're experimenting. We're trying things. Yeah, there we go. That's what I wanted. It is grungy. It is going to be dirty looking. It is going to be just busy with colors and textures and dimension. And that's the grunge look. That's just around that edge. Ugh. Ugh, ugh, ugh. So, so pretty. You're gonna love it once I finish. If you're thinking it's too dirty, it's too yucky, no. No, no, no. Okay, now, from my inspiration video, there is also some distressing along the edge. And I just happen to have an old distresser from close to my heart. And it basically just rips up that paper edge. See, you could see that. It's a really, really cool technique. All the grungy people use it. And this isn't really my style. I'm more of a clean cut scrapbooker, card maker. You could also do this with scissor edges, which that's what this basically is, but in a safe little tool. So it just roughs up that edge. Oh, I'm so happy with it. Okay, there's this part. Now, we need a background. And so for that, I do need a piece of cardstock. Goodness gracious. I do need a piece of cardstock. And I can't find any. So this piece, I am going to have to cut it at the 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Oh, sorry. Because it needs to fit our card. So there's my 4 1/4. And here's my 5 1/2. And where is it? So I'm going to use these borders just to make that edge. And I'm going to use the stars, not only because it's a wider border, I think it'll just add a little bit fancier, whatchamacallit, a fancier border. There's the stamp. Now we're pretty much doing the same technique to this that we did to the card panel. We're gonna emboss that border. And we only have to do it in so far because we're gonna put everything else in front of it. So, hey Rhonda. Let's see. So what color should we do the stars? We could do them black. We could do them black. So it's just a texture. I'm just going to do it along the edge. I need to work quickly so that I can emboss these as well. I'll leave one side open so that I can handle it, and then I'll have to come back to it, I guess. So this card's obviously gonna take a little bit longer than our normal cards, but I'm hoping that at the very end, you will think that it was completely worth it for all the cool stuff. I'm just embossing with clear embossing powder over colored ink rather than clear embossing powder, clear embossing ink with colored powder. It's kind of the reverse. The distressed oxides do work for embossing because they do stay a little bit wetter than our dye inks for a little bit of time. So it gives you a little bit of playtime if you need to emboss. Just want to make sure I get all of those nice and melted. Okay. And I just need to get that last line. I want to cover that so that it doesn't accidentally double the stars. There we go. Yikes. Not the cleanest imprint. Just adding the embossing powder off to the side. And we'll get that embossed. Which probably shouldn't matter too much that it's a little off. I'll put it towards the bottom of the card and maybe we won't notice it. Okay. So now I'm going to come back with that black soot. Make sure that's dry. And just blend that in. So this black soot is like ashy. It's not a super dark black. I don't know if there is one that's darker. Not that we carry, but I mean Ranger has several different colors. That's gonna give us, so we're just kind of creating a background. Now we can totally spritz it. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. And get that water to react. It's probably going to give us just some little faded areas. Just flatten it back out. Okay. Do I have all my elements to make my card? I don't know. So see, when this sets here, oh, so pretty. Okay, I need a piece of the silver foil. Oh my gosh, I really do have a big mess. Okay, so let's see. Our distressed card here is 3 3/4 inches by 5 inches. So I'm gonna go up to that 1/8 mark because I don't want it to be a lot of a mat. I just want it to be that little bit showing through. And so you're saying, but you're wasting a whole card of foil, and it's not a waste. It's not a waste. Okay, so let's adhere this to the foil really well, and I'm using a lot of adhesive because I don't know how it will react to the foil. Oof. But I know I like that. Awesome. Awesome. Look at how that's just gonna just shine so bright. Awesome. I'm super happy right now. This is working out so cute. Okay. I am gonna add foam tape, of course. And I'm going to add a lot of foam tape, so if that offends you, you might look away. I want to be sure that it's nice and supported on this cardstock, or on this, card piece. I should add this to my card base, I guess. Have I missed anybody? Rhonda, Maddie, Terry. Terry, hello, Terry. I saw Connie. Yes. Thank you, ladies. Okay. So let's make sure this puppy gets very well adhered as well. And it's just going to go on our card front. Okay, it's as straight as we can get it. And now remember, we still have our presents that we need to add, because of course we need something dimensional or something that's not flat on our card. I mean, we're doing pretty good so far, I think. Oh, look at that. Look at that beauty. All that dimension and texture. So pretty. So pretty. Awesome. Okay. So now we've got our little present that we want to stamp. And we want to, what else do we want to do to it? We need to cut it out. And I think we're going to need to continue doing it in our distress oxide. So let's stamp that pink one. And let's hurry. And stamp a red one. And a green one. I'm going to go with the dark green one. And I should have cut them first and then done this, but it's okay. Clear embossing. Because we've already done everything else clear embossing. We definitely want to get these to be bright and shiny like that. And I did not use my anti-static pouch. Lots of embossing tonight. Super shiny. Can you see that shine? Okay. Almost there. We need our thin cuts for our present. I'll have to show you exactly what this place looks like after I do this, because you're not going to believe. Okay, I'm going to cut these out super quick. Over here off to the side. Let's look at this while we do that, as I want y'all to see that it's coming along beautifully. I'm super happy with it. Do y'all follow me on Instagram? If you do, I'm gonna post this over there, and then I'll show you, or I'll tag the inspiration creator. So I think that I'm still gonna have to add a little bit of the ink, right? I'm gonna have to give it a poop to tone the color down. The white, it's like too bright. Whoa, 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 whoa. Slow down and make sure everything is lined up. Almost. So, a little bit of green on here. A little bit of pink and a little bit of red. just enough to take off all that white starkness. I'm not gonna lie to you, a little bit of black on those edges might help it pop too. Oh, so cute. Foam tape, where are you? Okay. I hope y'all are liking this because I am in love with it. Like I said, I'm not much of a grunge person. This is too cute. Oh, probably one of these should have been flat, or at least not as fat. Okay, I'm gonna use the thinner foam tape. There we go. Okay, silver thread. We're going all out, people. Okay, so like I want that, and then this, or the pink and the red by itself. Yeah, those two, and then that one. Like that. Okay. So I'm just doing my little trick where I wrap some of that silver metallic string around my fingers, and then I'm going to pull it together and put some washi to hold it. Thanks, Rhonda. I tell you what, the creator, the original creator, just has some great stuff. Super vintage and grungy, and oh my gosh, I'm in love with it. Okay. Now this just gives us like a little something to put. Like, I don't know, I could even come down here, right? Ooh, that would be nice. Maybe I'll do that. With a little bit of that silver behind it. And I can kind of adjust it if it'll take my direction. I don't want it to look like a shamrock though. I want it to look more random. Just have to cut that off. Like you can see, obviously, that says believe. If I put him down there. And then I want some more silver back there as well. So I'm going to give that one some more loops. See, that way we got more to work with there. Just trying to get that all wrapped together so I have a place to handle it from. And it looks kind of crazy, but you kind of got to pull it. I'm wondering, yeah, it should go behind both of them. Let me get the foam off here. And I guess I did the foam wrong on this one because it should have, it'll work. It'll figure itself out. So I want to do like that, right? So I need this. Oh, no, stuck to my nail. Y'all probably think I'm crazy. Okay. So here is our oh no. Okay, start again. Because this washi namas no. There we go. Kind of gotten a little lasso going. Okay. There we go. That's what I wanted. I made the washi tape go through the loops. So now hopefully I can control it better. And now I just need to adjust it. That's about. Get it a little closer. Right there. Bam. Bam, bam, bam. Hold on. But wait, there's more. We need to get some clear crystal bitties, itty bitties. No. Because I can't just leave it at that. Although, like, we're at a good spot, y'all. I'm just going to leave some random blingies everywhere. There is no rhyme or reason. It's just because it needs bling. Are you not in love? I love it. Show it to you. Show it to you up close. Look at all of that. All that embossing and you can see where the water distressed it, the paper edging, the foil, the rest of this that's embossed, the string and the foam tape. Oh my gosh. Like, really, y'all. So cute. Okay, that's it. That's my card. Here we go. Front and center so you can see it. I hope you like it. I'm in love with it. I love it, love it, love it. So, thanks for joining me tonight. I know this was a long one, but I think we got something really good out of it. Super cute. And I'll see you tomorrow night. Good night.